something's watching us or something.
Do you want to play hide and seek with us?
Is there any dark entities up here?
That's creepy.
I've got the doll that you wanted to play with. Holy shit.
Dude.
What was that?
Fear. Fear of the unknown. Fear of the paranormal. You know, like the things that go bump in the night. I'm Curt Beecham, and this is Levi McKee. We go into haunted locations most don't dare to go. Together, we spend entire nights searching for proof that ghosts exist. Places with dark pasts. Places you can feel the energy the minute you walk in. Tragic deaths, murders, and possessions. We face them all, just the two of us armed with our equipment and our senses. For years, we've done this as our hobby, and now to the world, we are known as the Ghost Bros.
We're in the middle of Illinois' farmland, headed to a small town called Ashmore to investigate a notoriously haunted building. This town has a population of about 800 people, but just on the outskirts of town, an ominous building towers over the rest of the landscape.
From 1857 to 1959, the property was a poor farm. With over 100 deaths at the location in over a century, it's said to be riddled with ghosts. The inhabitants of the poor farm were also known as inmates, people ranging from misdemeanor criminals, orphans, widows, the elderly, and even the mentally disabled. Most were dropped off simply because their families could not afford to keep them. By 1911, the building had become infested by rats and flies, leading to it being condemned.
In 1959, Ashmore Estates Incorporated purchased the property from Coles County and began operating as a private psychiatric hospital. Soon after opening its doors, the hospital began accepting overflow patients from state facilities. Again, in 1979, the Department of Public Health shut them down for multiple fire and safety violations. Less than a year later, Ashmore Estates reopens its doors strictly as a mental hospital. Many of the patients were said to be extremely violent at this time. One patient in particular was said to be possessed with superhuman strengths, breaking her leather constraints.
The third floor, where I'm going to be spending time alone tonight, is where the most severe patients were kept.
Today, the location is said to be infested with paranormal activity. Entities varying from demonic beings to innocent little girls roaming the hallways.
Ashmore Estates closed in 1986 and stood abandoned until 2006, when it was opened as a haunted attraction. Since 2006, there has been multiple new owners. The latest owner intends to restore the highly vandalized building, and with a lot of help from the paranormal community, the building as it stands today is the best shape it's been in since the 1990s. We came here to investigate this paranormal hotspot and get more information about the building and the spirits that still reside within.
As soon as we walk in, we're already having some action down here. Our buddy Mike over here has seen a shadow figure. We're just packing our stuff in, getting ready, and he's getting ready to give us a little walkthrough, kind of explain, show us around the building, so hopefully we'll be able to catch something else on camera while we're doing it.
What he was talking about with the activity I seen was there's a window down the other end of the hall that shines down the stairs and reflects off the floor, and you can actually see something actually disturb the light as it was coming through. So, and that is a lot of the activity that does happen at this building, especially with the numerous spirits that are known to actually be here in this building. This back here was normally known as the maintenance area for the building. A lot of the time that one of the actual spirits that's actually known to actually haunt this facility, which his name is Joe Bloxam. He was the self-named caretaker of the building, and he spent a lot of time here in this building, and then of course until he was killed by a train. But back there is the boiler room.
Mm-hmm. I've heard this is really active.
Joe Bloxam's favorite room.
Yeah, out of everything that I've read and looked at, It says that this boiler room has pretty much always got activity going on.
Oh yeah. And nothing is charged down here. It's just all this iron and steel that they've got down here. I've had K2 meters all over this. Nothing.
Nothing, never go off. There's probably no power even ran to those anymore.
No, there's not.
I actually can feel the energy in this room right now. That's awesome.
It's not a real negative energy.
No, it's not negative, but I can feel the energy. It's almost like someone's watching you and you can't see them. That's the feeling that I get in this room. Yeah, it was weird. Before we walked in that room, I hadn't felt anything at all. No energies, nothing. And as soon as we walked in that room, I definitely could feel something there.
That iron alone, just because of how much energy that they've absorbed over the years.
Yep.
Because this was all, it's called the Alms House whenever it was first built, the original one before it burned down.
Very cool.
Let's go ahead and head up to the second floor. I've actually got a walkthrough here where I actually had a shadow when I was standing where the cameraman is at the moment. Actually went from that room
Across.
this way.
That's awesome.
And the most known camera or shadow figure seen in this building is that, of course, of Joe Box.
Joe. Yeah.
He's been noted to be seen, I believe, 34 times now.
Really?
On camera.
Wow. Well, hopefully he'll show himself for us.
You never know.
That would be really good.
Let's go this way.
Okay.
And that's not the original wheelchair.
Yeah. There is a hospital bed in this building. I believe it's on the 3rd floor that is known to be haunted.
Good to know.
As we were headed to the 3rd floor to look at the haunted bed, Michael took a deep breath and looked as if he had just been hit in the stomach, while at the same time, I felt a rush of energy bombard me. It was like the second we stepped onto the 3rd floor, the spirits wanted to show their dominance, letting it be known that this was their house and we were intruding.
Yeah, see, I definitely feel an energy right now. That's not bad energy by any means.
No, but it's...
But I can definitely...
It wants to get your attention straight that way.
I'm really feeling something right here, like big time feeling the energy, like a static feeling on my back.
Yep.
Big time.
Yeah, I feel some energy
That's
too.
why I tell a lot of
Even,
people.
I can literally just feel it. It's like the building is charged or something right now. It's crazy feeling.
Here's the haunted bed.
Okay. That does look like it could be 1900s.
Yes.
Early. That's very
This
old.
bed here would have been probably used during the correct period and quite possibly here.
Cool.
Very possibly. I mean, there's been orbs shot above this bed. Don't think it was the Booth brothers who shot it, but there was another group that was here. I think it was Miggs.
I just heard
Yeah, I heard
something right outside the door here.
Mark that on the tape, see if we can hear it later.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully our mic picked that up because that was fairly loud.
After reviewing our camera's audio, none of our mics picked up on the sound that we had heard with our own ears. At this time, we ended our interview with Michael and headed back downstairs, only to hear of another shadow figure sighting.
Yep.
I saw a black shadow run across the hallway.
That's awesome.
Just today?
Were you standing down here?
No, we were down on
Oh, you're down.
on the landing at
Uh-huh.
the bottom of the stairs there by the door. You guys were down in the basement.
Yep.
And at that point, just out of the corner of my eye, I looked up and I saw a black shadow dart across the hall.
That's pretty cool. We're here with Dave Lowry, and he just showed us a EVP that he got the other night. We're shooting stuff for our intro, and stuff's happening to us.
It knocked me flat on my ass. It took me a while before I could get up because just like all the energy was just drained out
from you,
you
yeah.
know.
After our first interview was over, We had another hour before our second interviewee was supposed to arrive. We used this time to shoot some extra footage for our intro while we were the only two people on the property. It didn't take us long to realize it wasn't just feelings that we would be getting in this building. Unexplained things started to happen, loud bangs, equipment failure, and batteries draining started to excite us for the night to come.
That was the weirdest.
We're shooting stuff for our intro, and stuff's happening to us.
Like literally,
Dude, did you just hear that?
like it's
Something tamed.
dude. Got an idea though.
Hold on.
Dude, it feels weird in here.
Hold on, I keep hearing it.
As I was trying to figure out what was making these noises, both of our bodies started getting the chills. I believe that the human body is the most advanced paranormal tool that can pick up on things that our devices may not be able to.
Dude,
That's a motorcycle for the cameras. Yeah, I know. I just.
I walked
lit
in
up.
that room and it was like, boom.
Okay, and I don't know if we want to do another with you not in the chair. Or...
Sure. What the was that? And you weren't recording.
No, I'm recording.
Are you?
We sat in silence, hoping to hear something again. Here's the video again, but with enhanced audio.
That was a massive crash. You not in the chair. Or... You not in the chair. Or... You not in the chair. Or...
Sure.
Dave Lowry, the caretaker of the property, approached us with an EVP that he caught just a few days prior to our investigation. He believes who he caught on the recording was none other than Elva Skinner. Elva was a 7-year-old girl. On February 15th, 1880, young Elva woke up just like any other day and stood next to the fireplace to stay warm while getting dressed. Elva stood just a little too close, which caught her clothes on fire. She took her last breaths on that gruesome morning.
We're here with Dave Lowry, and he just showed us a EVP that he got the other night. He believes it's Elva Skinner, the little girl that was burned to death on the top floor. And you want to play that again?
Yeah, it was sent to me actually by a team, a gentleman named Art Davenport. His team, he was recording during my tour, and he caught this and sent it to me. It was just amazing. Let me know the Cole County Haunted House. Politically correct, even back then, it was a nice way of saying the poor farm, the county farm. My name is Dave Lowry. This is Christine back here. We live on the property. The mobile home there.
Right there at the end of that recording, you can hear clear as day. It sounds like it says, I brought my dog.
I have a dog here. She
I have
looks
a
like
dog
she's
here.
standing next to me, and she wants everybody's attention just like any 5-year-old does.
Let's listen to that again.
Cole County Haunted House. Politically correct, even back then, it was a nice way of saying the poor farm, the county farm. My name is Dave Lowry. This is Christine back here. We live on the property. The mobile home there.
I have my
Clear as
dog
day, I have my dog here.
Yeah.
That is a
We've
Class A EVP.
Yeah, we've
That
gotten things from her past. They have you see my puppy. Here, you want to play with my puppy. So her having her dog here was a big thing for her.
That was cool. Thank you for sharing that with us. That was very cool.
My welcome. Yeah, my girlfriend Christine and I are here, 24/7. We live in a little mobile home over here.
Okay.
So we're in and out all the time, and it's amazing. Some things that happen.
It seems like we've already had a decent amount of activity since we've been here between all of us. Every one of us has felt or seen something, and we've only been here for an hour.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a really good night, and
There are a lot of good spirits in here. Of course, being a psychiatric hospital, of course, there's some bad folks in here too.
Yes.
But, we've been told before by a medium that the good spirits are kind of keeping the bad ones in check.
well, that's good to know.
Yeah, definitely. They actually run me out of here one night. I was in this room when I'm done with right now, but I'm hitting the floor, and it was real intense, real, that feeling of dread and I'm leaving. And I went out. And again, another meeting came through, and she said, she asked me when something happened, and I said, yeah, like they wrote me out. She said, yeah, somebody was acting up on the third floor, and they didn't want you to see. So cool.
That's awesome.
That's very cool.
In our next interview, we're about to find out that the good spirits weren't always able to keep the bad ones in check.
That's all right. So we've got Albert here, and he's part of MIGS, is Mid-Illinois Ghost Society. He's been with them for a while, and he's just going to kind of come around and tell us some experiences he's had. He's had a slew of things happen to him. I think where we're getting ready to go right now, he's been knocked on his ass. So he's going to go in there and kind of tell us what happened and all that good stuff. So, yeah, we hope something like that happens again, but we'll follow you.
Alright.
You are pretty familiar with the building, so.
When I get a chance, right here, we're gonna go into the boiler room here. That's where I had the experience of getting knocked on my ass with an aggressive spirit, so. It's right down this way here.
Alright. That was a change of energy right there.
Yeah.
Through that doorway.
Definitely can feel earlier when we were in this room, we could just, it's like resonating out of this room. Like,
Feel the difference in the energy too.
well, that's what I mean.
Yeah, it's
You
just-
kind of have a static-y feeling in here, like,
Well, you get a more heaviness too.
Right.
At the time, this doorway here, this here wasn't here. And the spirit, there's a male spirit, kind of a dark shadowy back over here in this corner. And Michelle, Alicia, who's a part of our group, was here, and the spirit was getting aggressive with them. Well, I stepped closer to him. Back over here, you can see these other stairs here. There's some more stairs there. I stepped back over there, and I had my spirit box with me, PBS 7 and all. And the spirit got aggressive, so I got aggressive back with him. And I'm standing over there, and he knocked me on my ass
clear out here.
Clean out here. I'm laying on my
Did
flat
you
on my
feel
back.
it push your chest,
It's
or?
like a big whoosh of energy hit you. It picked me up. The spirit was back over here in the corner, and I came over here closer to these steps that are to your left here, and it picked me up and knocked me on my ass clean back here. I'm laying flat on my back. I almost hit my head on these stairs here. Michelle and Alicia's here. Alicia's standing there. Michelle's here. She asked me if I'm all right, and I'm like, yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah,
I tried to get up, and I couldn't. I'm like, well, I'm going to have to lay here for a little while.
Knock the wind out of you and all that
Just
stuff?
like it just took all my energy out of me too. When it did that there, it just laid me out flat. So you're talking, I flew quite a good
Like
ways from back
5-6
over
foot
here.
all the way to back here.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like 'cause it's his space, his area, made me feel like we was invading it, you know.
So this is, everybody else we've talked to today says this is like where Joe Bloxham likes to hang out. You think it was Joe, or do you think it was?
It could have been. Could have very well been.
Do you have any bad dreams afterwards, or feel like maybe something followed you home? Anything like that happened after that?
I've had some weird, freaky dreams. I've had different experiences like this here. But a lot of times at home, I'll put up an invisible barrier using dragon's blood, mirrors, or sage, something like this here.
Right.
So it puts up an invisible barrier around
That
the
way they
house. So I
can't.
know evil spirits,
Yep.
anything that's good, I let pass through.
Being thrown onto the ground wasn't Albert's only negative experience at Ashmore Estates. On the second floor, he had a heavy board thrown at him, narrowly missing him.
Now this is what they call Mary's room. Now whether her name really is Mary or not, I don't think that's what everyone always says. It's Mary's room. We were down through here. We had a table set up here. We had the camera set up on it. And I had the camera, and I said, Mary, I'm going to come in your room, take some pictures if you don't mind. So I walked in the room here. This all used to be window right here. This all was glass window. We had a big heavy board up here and big chair propped against it and all. I mean, there was no way it could move unless you kind of moved it yourself.
Right. Now, was the windows open there, or were they?
It was broke.
Oh, okay.
But there was, like I said, there was no wind,
Okay.
nothing like that there. And it was a big, thick board, big, heavy, thick, covered the whole window. We had set up there on that like that. I come in here, said, Mary, I'm going to take some pictures. So I started taking some pictures.
Yeah.
I turned around, walked out. out, got outside the door, and just started turning the corner. This board flew off and landed here. So for it to land in the middle of the floor like that there.
Even if, let's just say for the skeptics, it was windy, it would have to be way windy to blow a thick board like that whole size, all the way over here.
All the way over
And if there was a chair propped against it.
Exactly. So, therefore, that pretty much tells you right there that it was paranormal. We try to do a first session. See if we get anything. Is there anybody standing here with us? We decided to do a burst EVP session on the 3rd floor, where earlier we felt the presence of a spirit. After reviewing the audio on the spot, we found that we had not caught any EVPs. We're going to go set up a static cam on the 2nd floor. Is there anybody up here with us?
What the hell was that, dude?
The sun was finally setting over Ashmore Estates. We started gearing up for our investigation, anticipating what the night could bring for the two of us. The building had been active all day long during our interviews, and we couldn't wait to see what it'd be like when it was lights out.
Alright, we're gearing up to start our investigation. It is 10 after 9.
The sun is finally set. Game plan for right now is we're going to go set up a static cam on the 2nd floor along with our REM pod, and we were feeling pretty weird up there earlier, kept getting chills and stuff like that. He went into this room, and every time he went into the room, hairs were standing up on his arms, so we're going to kind of put it in that area, and yeah, we're going to go from there.
Here we are, full dark.
The owner of the building has put motion sensor lights in the stairwells that will turn on and off as we walk through them for safety reasons. They turn off almost immediately after you leave the stairs. This will be the only form of light that we'll be able to see with our own eyes during our investigation.
There is IR lights.
RL lights all over the place. They have security cameras left and right in this building. So,
But our cameras run off of IR lights, so it's going to help light up the area a little more. So, we're going to set that first one up right about here.
not that.
I'm going to set up this mic and the REM pod. Here's that room. There's that room that gives me the heebie-jeebies every time. Rocking chair, which was mentioned in the interviews earlier. So I'm going to set this REM pod up right outside this door. Set the mic right next to it. So the blue light is
Our mic.
our mic. If
For
any
the static
spirits
cam.
want to communicate, come anywhere near this red light, touch it, whatever you want to say, speak into that blue light right there, and we'll be able to communicate with you guys.
So now we're headed up to the 3rd floor. I got that feeling in my back and gut right now, like something's watching us or something. So anyway, we're gonna just kind of go around, see if we can't get any kind of a reading here.
Is that room that gives me the heebie-jeebies every time. Rocking chair, which was mentioned in the interviews earlier. So I'm going to set this mic right next to it. So the blue light is our mic. If any spirits want to communicate, come anywhere near this red light, touch it, whatever you want to say, speak into that blue light right there, and we'll be able to communicate with you guys.
See if we can't get any kind of a
baseline at 78 degrees up here, so if it drops.
We started our investigation off using our meter, a device used to read electromagnetic energy, something ghosts are said to give off.
Is there anybody up here with us?
Maybe roll EVP.
Yeah. So, we've actually found that the iPhones do really well for, are you gonna roll EVP?
You can.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
And we found that they work out really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and start rolling right now. Is there anybody in here with us?
We roamed the halls of the third floor for about an hour and never picked up on any weird feelings besides when we first entered the top floor. After review, we also found that we had not captured any EVPs at this time.
And honestly, I'm not feeling anything right now, so I'm not gonna roll on the EVP until maybe we start feeling something.
Okay.
Are you feeling anything?
Yeah.
I'm not either. I feel perfectly normal. Is there anybody in here with us?
Yeah, I'm already down to one bar.
Really?
Yeah.
On your battery? For real?
Yeah.
Was that a new one?
Yeah.
There's no way it
One bar.
burnt up that fast. We haven't been up here for very long.
We would soon find out that the spirits were using our equipment's battery for energy. We headed down to the second floor where the activity started to rise.
Is there any spirits that are willing to talk to us? If you want to, you can talk through this device that I'm holding in my hand.
Let's go to Mary's room.
Go to Mary's room?
Let's go to Mary's room. Oh, you can do it. Or do whatever. I'll roll EVP on my phone.
If anybody wants to come play with this doll, we're not going to be around, so you can play with it. If you want to talk to anybody, talk to this little blue light that's right here, alright? What the hell was that, dude?
What just happened?
I don't know. Something just hit me, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Dead serious.
Swear.
What do you mean something just hit you? Like somebody threw something?
Yeah, I don't know.
What hit you? Where did it hit you? What was it?
I don't know.
Was it big, small?
I just felt it, dude, and
Where?
well, something hit my foot.
Something hit your foot? Like
I don't know,
a rock?
Yeah.
Did you hear it hit the ground?
Yeah.
Actually, I did hear a ting ting now that you said that.
Let's review that.
Immediately, we tried to debunk what had made the noise. We found one of our AAA batteries on the ground and initially thought that it had fallen off of Levi's lap. Upon review of the tape, you can clearly see that when he stands up, if it had been on his lap, it would have fallen immediately. Instead, Levi takes several steps before he feels something hit his foot.
What the hell was that, dude?
I wonder if we can review the audio on the camera and see if that's what it sounded like.
The camera's audio picked up an intelligent response to Levi's question. Here it is again, but with enhanced audio.
I wonder if we could review the audio on the camera and see if that's what it sounded like.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no way that fell out then.
And if it would have fell out, it wouldn't have hit my toe. And if it was on my lap, it would have fell on the floor right next to that. What the hell?
It appears we are in a hotbed of activity right now, as my recorder catches a second EVP that seems to be talking directly to Levi.
What the hell? And if it would have fell out of my pocket, or if I'd have had it on my lap, it would have fell on the ground over
there, exactly.
Over
Yeah.
there. Huh.
That's weird.
I wonder if we caught anything on that other camera.
I don't know. It's still rolling.
We were unaware that we had just captured our third EVP of the night. Was this a malicious spirit growling at Levi after it had thrown a battery at him?
Still rolling.
That?
Yeah, still rolling.
That?
Yeah.
I guess this is a perfect time for you to go to the boiler room where Albert was attacked
Dude.
all by yourself.
This is absolutely terrifying. What the f was that? Okay.
You're gonna be fully on your own.
Alright. There was.
You hate me for that?
Yeah. Yeah, and there's literally like bats trying to attack you.
Bats trying to attack me.
Yeah, I just saw 3 since I just recorded that minute.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I cannot see a thing. So
What?
maybe that makes me feel better. But yeah, you're up, bud.
Alright. I'm on my way to boiler room. What is going on? My camera is blinking really bad, and I think I just
Since Levi and I are the only 2 people in the building, and I sent him on a solo mission to the basement, that meant I had to go do my own solo investigation on the 3rd floor.
Here goes nothing.
Being separated at a haunted location is unlike anything you've ever done before. Your fight or flight instincts kick in, and fighting that feeling and not running from your fears is what separates an experienced investigator from a beginner. Soon, the 2 of us will be tested while we are by ourselves as the events from the night start to unfold.
When you have somebody with you, you definitely feel a lot better about the situation. And when you're by yourself, like I am right now, yeah, it's pretty frickin' nerve-wracking. So I'm gonna set up a static night vision camera here, and we'll roll on it as well. Okay, we're rolling on that one. Oh, I just heard something right outside the room.
Yep. This is absolutely terrifying. What the f was that? Holy.
Here's the unexplained loud bang again, but with enhanced audio.
This is absolutely terrifying. This is absolutely terrifying. I don't know what that was, but that was loud. Set up my static here.
Also, I'm going to start doing a couple EVP sessions here. Is there anybody here? Is there anybody on the 3rd floor with me? Is there any dark entities up here? I was completely unaware that I had just captured an intelligent response to the question I just asked. Here it is again, but with enhanced audio. Is there any dark entities up here? The atmosphere in here just changed the vibe in here. It feels a little heavier. Almost feels like I'm being watched now, and I haven't had that feeling yet. Use my energy.
So, been having the best luck with the Ovulus, so turn this on and see. Get set up to do some stuff with the spirit box.
Levi used the Ovulus and the Spirit Box for approximately 15 minutes without receiving a single response from either one. Then, something that we believe was not a coincidence happened. The Ovulus breaks the silence with the word metal, then seconds later, a small rusted flake of metal lands in Levi's lap.
Do you want me to leave? Something just dropped on me. Literally, there's like a piece of metal right here on my arm. It dropped on me. See that? That just dropped on me. Well as this.
Throw something, make a noise. That's what I came here to see. Make a noise.
Holy crap, Jesus, what was that? This light's on down here. Holy shit. Curt? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did. That wasn't you?
No. This light was on when I came up.
Dude, that scared the hell out of me.
Yeah, literally. I thought you were out of the building.
No, I went upstairs to do the 3rd floor. I wasn't gonna make you just.
What was that?
Yeah, like
I was coming out of the boiler room, and literally, like, as soon as I turned the corner to walk back towards base camp, I just, loudest banging.
We were unable to debunk what had made this loud noise. Levi and I were in completely separate areas of the building, and the bang did not occur on either floor that we were on. We concluded our investigation, but upon review of our static cams, we found that both static cams that we had set up when we were alone malfunctioned and got little to no footage before shutting themselves off. We also caught the most compelling evidence that we have ever caught on tape on our second floor static cam. We decided to use a doll as a trigger object to try and get Elva, the 7-year-old girl who had burnt to death, to play with it. It seems that's exactly what we got. The spirits at Ashmore Estates long to communicate with the living. The building is alive day and night. After our investigation, it became apparent that the substandard conditions for the people who used to roam the halls left a heavy impact. Because, after all, these walls can talk if you open your mind and listen.